this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It's Monday the 6th of January. And I boated up here close to the dam, but I'm still in the gravel bar. I'm going to fish from about big hole down. I've got a 3/32 ounce white and gray jig on. 4-pound line. Yesterday we kind of made a mistake. I, just going by memory, was thinking that the 5th of January was our anniversary for the one cast, and when I went to edit the video, I saw that it was the 10th. So I don't know where I got the 5th. So we'll just celebrate again on the 10th. But Blake took a buddy back out after we got done, water being off. They threw jerk baits for a while and didn't do any good out in the trophy area. And then he said he threw out a white jig and caught a fish, and they ended up catching quite a few fish. He had a 24-inch rainbow and almost a 20-inch brown and about 6 or 7, or he said 8 other browns on a white jig. So I'm back up here throwing a white jig. Of course, they're running about a unit of water or less. It's not much. I'm fishing with pretty heavy gloves, which I usually don't do, but it's cold. And my hands are not used to the cold yet. So we were catching white jigs. We were catching trout on white jigs up here last week. I get the weeks mixed up. But not catching any down below. Look out. So that's why I was really surprised that he started catching them on white jigs below. And we did pretty good yesterday on what we're using. I might have to take my gloves off. But he said they just tore them up. So it was cloudy and a little rainy yesterday. They had not run the water in several days. Today they're running the water. They ran 2 units this morning. And it's sunny out, so it is a lot different than yesterday. I'm already making excuses because I hadn't got a bite yet. I was kind of hoping they'd leave 2 units running. He said they did better on a bigger jig too. We were using some pretty small jigs yesterday, but he put on a 16th and then a 3/32. They did real good. I didn't go all the way to the dam because I haven't been doing as well up there as I am down through this stretch. It's weird what triggers those fish and what colors they hit. That felt like a bite. Oop. I think I'm gonna go a little bit. A bit more over here, throw out in the middle. I'm going to try to stay in pretty fast, the fastest water I can find through here. Ooh, that might have been a fish too. It's going to be hard to feel those bites with these gloves. No, we haven't had any shad come through, so it's not, this isn't caused by them seeing anything white. Now let's just try it for a minute. Well, I casted better with my gloves on. We didn't get any snow, or we got just a dusting is all we got. I did go to Springfield this morning. Marcia had a doctor's appointment, and they got, I'd say about four inches maybe of snow, but the roads were fine. A fish? That is not a fish. Nope. Oh, came loose. Of course, the further north you get, the more snow they got. Yeah, my fingertips are starting to get cold. Whew. I think it's a little over 20 degrees, I think, today. There's a little breeze blowing, but not bad. It's really pretty nice out here. So unfortunately, the fish are not at least hitting a white jig. That's Mark Mazda. He drove all the way from Cincinnati. He fishes in the Boswell tournament, which is Saturday, and he drove in on Sunday came in early to beat the weather. He's the only other boat I saw in the water. Oh, it came loose. I don't know, I'm on the bottom. I'm gonna make one more cast and I'm gonna go on down to Lookout. Fish that stretch down through there. I kind of messed up. Let me throw it one more time. I slowed the boat down too much. Okay. I'll have to ask Mark how he did today. He fishes a jig under a float though. He's been fishing the Boswell tournament for 20 plus years, so I always pay attention to those guys when they come because they know what they're doing. I get good reports, providing they tell me the truth for the tournament. You know how that goes. All right, see you in a minute. Okay. I didn't ask him if he's fishing the bluff or the main lake. I could do both. Okay. Jig's frozen. Feathers on my marabou frozen. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna stay out in the channel for a minute. The current's not going to be very fast down here too. course, the water's a lot deeper down here than it was up below the dam, so I can let it fall a lot longer. Boswell is a private tournament that we hold for a group of guys, mainly from St. Louis, every year. Have for, gosh, almost 30 years, I think. And they usually have about 50 boats or 50 teams that fish. I see some midges, some pretty good sized midges coming off. I haven't seen any fish rising. Get to these bright, even though it's cold outside. I had a chaser. Looks like a little brown. Even though it's real cold outside, those midges will still hatch. And year round. Blake, the fish do not want a white jig today. I'm going to go over on the shallow side. I'm getting some ice in my guides now. Joys of fishing in the winter. I am not going to stay out here much longer. They're not going to bite. That's okay with me. I just go home. I need to build a fire in the wood stove. It's down single digits tonight. Oh, that wind's picking up too. Oh, another boat coming up. Another crazy person. I know a lot of people that watch this this video every day or whatever, or non-fishermen, and I can imagine what you're thinking about these crazy people that fish when it's 20 degrees outside. I would agree with you today. If the fish were biting, it wouldn't be too bad. Kind of takes your mind off the cold. So, wind that's blowing me upstream, so I don't even have to hold the boat. The wind's holding me up. And my fingers are starting to get cold in my gloves now. It's too cold to bring Jackson out here. I would have thought that if they're going to hit white jigs with the water off yesterday, that they really would have hit them today with it running. So I was actually pretty excited about going out and fishing. There was a fish that rose and took a midge right in front of me. Hey! It's not a bad fish. I think it's a brown. Huh. No, it's a rainbow. I can't put my glove back on. Well, I mean, the big ones are still hitting white. I'm not sure about my line. Not my drag being set loose enough. Okay. All right. I always regret this. There you go. It's about perfect. 17 inches. Yeah, I gotta throw again. I really slowed it down. Maybe that's gonna make a difference. Maybe it's not. It did slow it down a lot. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference. Ooh. There's a bite. Oops. Catching a fish does not warm your hands up, though. I'll testify to that. My left hand's fine. It's my right thumb is cold. I gotta tighten my drag back up. The drag needs to be pretty tight to set the hook, and then I can loosen it up. That's the idea, anyhow. We hammered that, and I bet you it's one of the small browns. No, it's a rainbow. You wasn't messing around. It's a pretty one too. Fat, healthy. Let go of my jig. Can't quite. There we go. Couldn't quite turn it. Well, picking up a little bit. I slowed my retrieve down a lot. And I don't know. I actually thought about throwing a shad fly, drifting a shad fly if they're going to hit white. Yeah. Need to back out just a little bit. I think you lied about those white jigs.
I was hoping you were going to give me a good report. That's what I was going to move to next.
Caught 2 fish.
Really, on a white?
Yeah, 2 bites.
Okay. We started throwing the white jig at around 4 o'clock. So I don't know if the time of the day made a difference. Are they good ones or little ones?
One of each. One 17-inch, the other one a soccer.
Nice.
And I started at the dam.
Oh, you've been fishing,
Nothing up there.
you've been fishing from the dam all the way down?
Well, I skipped trophy run.
Yesterday we just fished this stretch right here.
Well,
That's what we were getting ready to try. I guess we're gonna try this bait instead.
I would. That was Blake. I was questioning his fishing report from yesterday, saying they're not hitting white jigs. They're going to throw jerk baits, which I'd think would be better with this water running. I bet you they do real good, but they'll fish past dark. Boy. You know, not even the little fish are biting today. Oop. Speaking of, oh, that looked like one of those little browns. Oh, that felt good, and it felt really solid too. Yes, it is very solid. Well, I was going to finish out going through the Narrows, but I don't think I'm going to now. So that's the way it goes. One day they bite, one day they don't. But it's fun. I have no feeling in that fingers. Those right there. It's two. They'll warm up. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be back out tomorrow. It's about the same temperature, and I'll probably do about the same thing with the water. I get Blake to come out here and throw a jerk bait. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.